Every time you look down at your hands, you're staring at the last remaining fragments of something ancient, something that once defined survival itself. Today, we are going to talk about nails, our very own built-in exoskeleton. But why are they only found on our fingers and toes? And why didn't evolution decide to give us a protective armor across our entire body, like so many other creatures in Earth's history? Let's find out.
Welcome to Lazy Animal. We discuss the secrets that shape our world.
Human nails are one of those strange features we take for granted. They seem so small, so simple. We clip them, paint them, chew them, but rarely do we stop to ask why they exist. They're essentially flattened versions of claws, a biological tool handed down to us through millions of years of evolution. But if evolution is supposed to optimize survival, why didn't it cover us in a natural shield, something like armor plating to protect our fragile flesh? After all, an antelope with a natural exoskeleton would be much harder for a predator to take down. And yet, nature chose not to do that. To understand nails, we need to rewind deep into evolutionary history. Our nails are modified claws, and claws themselves are an ancient invention. They arose in early reptiles hundreds of millions of years ago, long before the age of dinosaurs. These sharp keratin structures gave animals the ability to grip, climb, hunt, and fight. When primates evolved, claws slowly transformed into nails. Why? Because climbing trees and grasping branches required more delicate movements. Flat nails provided both protection for the fingertip and a rigid surface that enhanced fine motor control. In other words, nails turned our hands into precision tools.
Many animals do, in fact, have a kind of built-in armor. Insects, crabs, and lobsters live inside exoskeletons made of chitin. Armadillos, pangolins, and even some extinct reptiles developed tough scales and plates as natural shields. Dinosaurs, like ankylosaurs, were covered in bony armor, and some turtles evolved entire shells. Clearly, nature can build a shield when it wants to. So why not us? The answer lies in trade-offs. Exoskeletons protect, but they also restrict. They make an animal heavier, slower, and less flexible. Imagine running a marathon with armor plating fused to your skin. You'd overheat, you'd lose speed, and your energy demands would skyrocket. Evolution doesn't hand out upgrades for free. Every adaptation has a cost. For humans, agility, endurance, and flexibility were more important than armor. Our survival depended on outsmarting predators, not out-tanking them.
Let's play with the idea. What if humans had nails all over their bodies, like a full exoskeleton? It sounds protective, but problems would immediately appear. Growth and repair. Nails grow continuously. Covering the entire body would require massive amounts of keratin production. That's a huge energy cost, one that might starve other critical functions. Flexibility. Our joints and muscles rely on stretchy, soft skin. Cover them with armor, and you lose mobility. Fighting, climbing, even simple movement would be clunky. Thermoregulation. Humans cool down through sweating.
A shield-like covering would block this, making overheating a deadly risk, especially in early human environments like the African savanna. Infections and cracks. A full-body nail would be harder to heal. A crack in the armor could expose soft tissue underneath to infection, without the rapid repair that skin provides. So evolution didn't choose armor for humans. Instead, we got localized armor. Nails right where we needed them most and where they give us the most benefit, at the fingertips and toes, protecting our tools for survival. Small, slow animals often need armor because they can't run or fight effectively. Think armadillos or turtles. Gazelles, deer, and antelopes rely on speed, not armor. Armor would weigh them down. Their survival strategy is don't get caught, not withstand the bite. Interestingly, reptiles like lizards and crocodiles have scales, small localized armor, but not full exoskeletons. It suggests nature often compromises, protecting only parts of the body most at risk. So why didn't humans at least develop partial armor, thicker scales or bony plates over vital areas like crocodiles? After all, protecting the chest, the skull, or the back would have increased survival chances without necessarily reducing flexibility. The answer once again lies in the balance of costs and benefits. Crocodiles are slow ambush predators, and their lifestyle allows for heavy, armored skin. They don't rely on running marathons under the hot sun. Early humans, on the other hand, evolved in open savannas, where endurance running and heat regulation were key to survival. Thick plates over the torso would have trapped heat, making long hunts impossible. Developing bony armor also requires calcium, energy, and continuous growth maintenance. For primates, those resources were redirected toward expanding the brain and supporting complex pregnancies, investments that gave us intelligence and cooperation, far greater survival tools than armor ever could be. It may sound counterintuitive, but having a soft, vulnerable body can actually help survival. Soft bodies heal faster, are lighter, and allow rapid growth. They also make it easier for species to adapt. Evolution doesn't care if an individual dies, it cares if the species as a whole keeps reproducing. And for humans, being soft but smart was a winning strategy. Our vulnerability forced us to invent tools, clothing, and weapons. Instead of evolving natural armor, we built artificial armor, everything from leather hides to modern Kevlar. Technology became our exoskeleton. If evolution had taken a different turn, could humans have evolved armor plating instead of intelligence? Could a future species of human, or genetically engineered version of us, develop a true exoskeleton? What would society look like if our bodies were naturally shielded? Would war, survival, or even sports evolve differently? Our nails may seem like a tiny detail, but they reveal something profound, that evolution isn't about being the strongest or toughest. It's about being the most efficient, the most adaptable. That is all for today. Thank you for watching. Feel welcome to check out our other videos where we discuss current philosophical topics. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next week.